Green was an optician who owned Alabaster Optical and Hearing Aid Service for 40 years. His kindness and passion to help others was his #1 priority every day. He supported and blessed others with humility and in such a way as to not draw attention to himself. This is the legacy of Bob Green, selfless generosity. What would Bob do as a nonprofit organization whose mission is to continue the legacy of generosity of Bob Green through charitable giving to individuals, families, and organizations in local communities? If you have a need or would like to donate to this organization, please visit whatwouldbobdo.org.
We have 2 options available. We have an in-office whitening where you actually schedule with the hygienist. You come in and you get your teeth whitened in the chair. You go home with custom trays and a bleach kit. The other option we have something called whitening as you go, and you come in, we take impressions, and you go home with some tubes of bleach. So those are some of our whitening options, so please come see us today.
Pickett Construction is a remodeling and new construction company serving Shelby County and the surrounding areas since 2002. They are a family-owned business that you can trust and depend on. Paying close attention to detail, they work with each customer to be sure their vision becomes a reality. No job is too big or too small for them to complete, and the satisfaction of the customer is the #1 priority. Pickett Construction, building trust and honoring our word, one job at a time.
I'm here today with the County 17 Fire and Rescue Volunteer Fire Department. I'm so excited to be with these guys. They do so much for our community. There's several areas in Alabaster that are considered county and that they service. So can't wait to hear from them and what all you guys do. Tell me exactly what areas that you service in Alabaster.
Pretty much County Road 17, and it kind of jumps back and forth with Alabaster. And then we get, the Long Meadow Trailer Park in Southwood and runs on down 17 and pretty much all of the wildlife management area just about. So
how many calls do you think you guys go on in a typical week?
we run probably a couple hundred a year, so it depends on the week. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 in a week, and then you'll go a week without any, so just sporadic.
Yeah. And so with the city fire department, how do you guys partner up with them?
Depending on the call, if it's in an area where it's kind of like both of our coverage, it kind of potentially overlaps, they'll dispatch both of us at the same time. They don't want to take any chances with people's lives, but the rest of the coverage area and the rest of the county in this area, we kind of share with 6 other departments. And if it's a structure fire, we all get dispatched at the same time. So we form this battalion that's really working well. And it's it's tough, getting people volunteer nowadays, it seems like. And because people's got so much stuff going on, but with the other departments partnering together, it gives you an opportunity to have more people on call and help somewhat.
Well, Todd, I know I see you a lot post on Facebook the things that you guys are doing. I know you are funded a little bit by the county, but how do you make this place work financially?
Well, we depend on fire dues. The community supports us by sending us fire dues. And that's what runs our general fund, and that's what puts fuel in these trucks and gets us some of the stuff that we need, the equipment and everything, the oxygen that we need. And then we do fundraisers as well throughout the year to do that. So it's a mix of both, the county and the dues, and then we joined in with the fundraiser stuff. So everything's working out pretty good.
Okay, you've been here the least amount of time, right? So what made you decide to become a volunteer?
Had a previous military career and I got out and wanted to continue to serve. So this was an opportunity to pursue a civilian career and also serve.
Yeah, and what's your full-time job?
I work in equipment sales in Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay, that's awesome. What about you, Todd? Why did you decide to volunteer?
Friends wanted me to join. And I thought, well, you know what, let's try it out. And 6 years now, I've been here.
What about you guys?
I've been here since 2003, so that's about 14 years. I've been actually in this business since 71 with several other departments.
What keeps you in it?
It's in your blood, and you love to help people.
I joined the Navy. I was a U.S. Navy search and rescue swimmer, and I decided I wanted to serve my country, and I felt like I had, some gifts, that I could provide, and I've always been in really good shape, and I've had guys that were 10 years younger than me I could run circles around, and I thought, well, why not, provide, for the people around you that need help. And so I served in the military, and then I got out, but I still liked the serving part, and so I tried to do everything I could around here to be able to do that. So I joined, volunteer fire department, and I'm doing some other things volunteer work-wise too. But people in this community need help. Not all fire departments are full-time, tax-based paid. In fact, 80% of fire departments are volunteer. That means 80% of people rely upon the goodwill of their fellow countrymen, to provide for their aid in emergencies. And that's what we do.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Tell me, what would you say to someone? There's always a need for volunteers, correct? Y'all need volunteers here. They need volunteers at other fire departments. What would you say to someone who's considering it?
Well, if you're looking for meaning in life, obviously God is priority too, but God's giving you a gift, and you need to serve people with it. And you got an opportunity here if you have a calling to help others, to make a difference.
So once someone decides to volunteer, what kind of training do they go through?
We meet one day a week. Usually it's Sundays right now, and if not, it's on Mondays. And we go over all the equipment. We have training on how to lay a line, how to run the trucks. Even once a year or twice a year, we have a burning where we train our firefighters to go in a fire and to get the hang of it. And then also, if one of the departments is holding a 160 firefighters class, we'll send them through it.
That's great.
You get medical training.
Training.
It's always, that's good even for your family. I know there's a few of us that probably started out doing it for that reason too.
There's always opportunities to learn. We're not the only department that opens up the doors to train. So our battalion opens their doors a lot for us, and we welcome to come and train with those guys as well. So, the opportunities are there. You just gotta get up here to do it and want to do it to get that training.
Well, as you can see, the County 17 Volunteer Fire Department, these are great guys who are doing a great service to the community. If you want to be a volunteer, you can find them on Facebook, County 17. Just look them up, send them a message, and they'll get you hooked up.
Moving? Renting? Building? Just need a place to store your stuff? Morningstar Storage can help. From a basic 5x5, about the size of your closet, to a 10x30 unit. We've also got you covered for climate control. Forget the headaches of multiple trips in your car. We've got a free truck you can use. And if you need access to your stuff at a moment's notice, no problem. Our 24/7 facilities give our customers added flexibility, and our enhanced security features provide peace of mind. To reserve your unit, simply visit our website, give us a call, or stop by and say hi.
Our family's been in the pharmacy business since 1968. So for 45 years, we've had a pharmacy. Owning your own business, watching it grow, to me, is the American dream. Pharmacists need to help prevent problems and be proactive in the healthcare environment. As a health bar pharmacy, we're better equipped to deal with specific problems within our own community. In Alabaster, it's a young community. We deal with the problems that more kids have and young adults, where in our Adamsville location, we're dealing more with the elderly and the problems that deal with them. We give what we call positively outrageous service. And what that is taking service beyond the expectations of our patients. Pharmacy has always been, and I hope always will be, a relationship profession. When a patient comes into our pharmacy, they ask for the pharmacist by name, and that's important. That's our business model, and that's the way we want to run Brook-Lear Pharmacy.
I'm Libby from Gymtyme. This is your healthy living segment for January. I'm here to talk about Zumba, but first, let's talk about getting healthy in the new year. Most people start in November and December and say, I'm just going to eat whatever I want to. And what happens? You gain all this weight, and then January, you're going to get into great shape, right? Wrong. Usually you don't. So let's get into like a Group X class, maybe Zumba or we have spinning, we have kettlebell, we have lots of different classes. But the key to this is getting in a group and finding some people that you love to work out with and making it fun, because we don't want exercise to seem like work. We want it to seem like fun. We want to get together with people that we enjoy being with, and that way we'll come back week after week. Zumba is for everyone. It means fellowship, it means friendship. It's actually a big family. Most of my friends are from my Zumba class. It's a high-impact aerobics class, and it is wonderful for mind, body, and soul. We laugh, we cry, we dance. It's basically like a big party every week, twice a week. We look forward to it, and we love being together. So I'd love to see you here at Gymtyme on Monday and Wednesday nights at my Zumba class, or we have great classes on Tuesday, Thursday night. We have kettlebell. We have classes on Saturday. Just make sure you come with your friends, and let's have a great January.
Hey guys, today we're talking about the house we mentioned last month. This is our new house, 2018 house here in Sterling Gate in the Manor, located just off of Thompson Road near the new high school. What we're going to take a look at is some of the changes that we've done to help expand and modify this house into a 5-bedroom house, giving them large bedrooms for all the kids and large space for all the family, getting rid of the dead space and taking up all the attic space as best we can to maximize all the room for you and your family. This is not your 4-bedroom cookie cutter house that you might find with some other builders. This is a 5-bedroom with a 3-car garage. Some of the things we're doing differently in this house, we're going to insulate all of the master bedroom and master bath interior walls. Now, most builders do not insulate interior walls. It's not code. But if you have a kitchen or a great room or family room next to your master bedroom now, you know why you want it insulated. Another thing that we did was we extended the hall a little bit to give more privacy to the master, and we moved the half bath entry away from the master to give more privacy as well. We're standing in what is the kitchen and future granite island right here with bar stools and breakfast bar and everything. That is going to be your oversized laundry mud room back in there with cubbies and lockers. This is going to open up into your family room, great room with your gas fireplace. We've kind of made this an open concept plan and kind of made some room, and we've given you a walk-in pantry as well. What we did is we took this 4-bedroom plan with a 2-car and made it into a 5-bedroom with a 3-car. This expanded the whole house itself and gave us a larger footprint. This also allowed us to take 3 bedrooms upstairs and to make it into 4 bedrooms up here. So every bedroom up here has got a dimension of 14, 15, or 16 feet by taking up unnecessary dead space and expanding it, giving them double closets or walk-in closets for all your kids. This is part of our daylight walkout basement, but right now we're staying in the 3-car garage that we talked about. Also, we've added a large safe room or tornado storm shelter underneath the front porch area there. It probably measures about 10 by 8, so you got plenty of room to store some stuff or take shelter in need back in there. You're also going to have enough space for 2 rooms, a full bath, or 1 big open playroom, and it is a walkout daylight basement here. Here is the 1-acre wooded private lot located on the cul-de-sac. As far as you can see, you pretty much have woods and trees. So you could probably have your own fire pit, ball field, or just leave it as privacy and make one heck of a tree fort for the kids. Now we're working with Pickett Construction and SCM Properties building 1 to 2 houses a year. We do have another one coming up in 2019 in another lot located right across the street in the cul-de-sac in Sterling Gate. But be sure to check back next month on the updated progress on this one. We'll be doing electrical, we'll be doing the plumbing, and sheetrock coming up in our future episode. One of our featured homes that we're going to talk about this week is also a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath house with a basement on a lake in Lake Forest. This house is gorgeous. You've got hardwoods, you've got a kitchen overlooking the lake, you've got a playroom, rec room, you've got a main level garage, and a cul-de-sac. It's located in Lake Forest, it's all brick, it's custom made, and it's spacious, ready, and waiting for your family. So give me a call at 205-305-8756 or timmitchellsales.com.
The Yoga Loft, located above Brooklear Pharmacy, is Alabaster's premier yoga studio, a full-service yoga studio that offers spa-like amenities and flat rate pricing. This is a judgment-free zone where people of all fitness levels will feel at home in a non-competitive environment. Encouraging, relaxing, laughing, and socializing is what we do best, while strengthening our bodies and building community. Come visit the Yoga Loft today, where there's always a welcome mat for you. Mention this video for a free class.
You know why I'm so happy? Because I just tried Big Daddy barbecue sauce, and it goes great on everything. Any meat, any meal is complete with Big Daddy barbecue sauce. You gotta have it in your cabinet. So if you're in Alabama and you need some Big Daddy barbecue sauce, stop by Buck Creek Pizza in Alabaster, Green Acres, Fried Chicken, or you can go by Piggly Wiggly or the Western Supermarket. I don't care where you stop, but stop and get you some.
Guys, and welcome to our first family connection for 2018. I cannot believe it's already January, but I thought what better thing to talk about at the very first of the year than getting things in order and finances right at the top. So this is John Kelton. He's a financial advisor here in Alabaster. He's on Highway 119 next to the Park Forest subdivision. And he's got lots of great information for us today. He's going to walk us through some things that he offers here and how that can be helpful to us in our financial life. So thank you so much for having us today here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, because you got some little fun facts going on here.
Yeah, I've been here now in the community for close to 5 years. I started my career in Coleman right out of college, but something that I am proud of, as I was at Alabama, I did go to Alabama for baseball. I played baseball there for 5 years, from 2007 to 2012, and I actually met my wife there. She cheered at Alabama throughout her career, and she was in athletic training, and kind of through that circle we got to know each other. So very proud of my time at Alabama, and in a roundabout way it led me here.
So we're going to talk a little bit about some different aspects of your business, what you can offer to the people of Alabaster, and so we'll just dive into that now.
Well, Nicole, first I'd like to start off with just a comprehensive view of everything we do.
Right.
And we do everything from helping people as they're preparing for retirement, as well as those people that have retired and managing their income and their investments through retirement, to education planning for kids and grandkids and putting that plan together, and also helping people with life insurance and long-term care needs. So that's sort of a 360 view of what we do.
Right.
But if I were to dig into what I really specialize in, and I would say the biggest aspect of my business is I really enjoy helping people with the planning for retirement, as well as those that are right at retirement. So the biggest question that I get as someone's worked for 30 to 40 years and they're getting ready to retire and live off a fixed income is the big question: do I have enough money? Have I saved enough money? If I need X amount of income per year, will I be okay to make it through retirement? And that's a scary question, a scary place to be for a lot of people. So here at Edward Jones, we've been around for close to about 100 years, and we've got a very proven process of how we take individuals through this. So in this 5-step process, we start with the 360 view of where people are. Their entire financial picture, from what they've saved, how much they plan to spend, debts they may have, specific big expenses they may have in retirement, and take all of that and put it into a plan. And we take their goal. Maybe it's, I want to retire early at 62. Maybe it's, once I do retire, I want to get that lake house or buy our dream home or leave money to a charity, leave a legacy. So whatever their goals may be, we put that plan together, put their goals aside, and then we develop a plan that shows, okay, are we going to be able to make it? Are we going to be able to stay on track? So when we put all of that into a plan, this is just an example. This is sort of a fictitious report. But this is someone that retired with around $800,000 and needed to spend between $70,000 and $80,000 a year. As you'll see here, they had a big expense. They wanted to buy a lake house a few years into retirement. And as we put all of that into the report, we saw that later on in their life, in their upper 70s and 80s, there was a shortfall. They were going to run out of money. So it's really important to be able to see that plan for people and where they stand and if they're on track or not on track. Once you see that for someone and you really understand their situation, then you go about putting together a portfolio for them.
Right.
The biggest thing that's changed in our industry from an investment standpoint is it's not a one-size-fits-all from an investment standpoint. It's not, hey, we have a hot investment and this is the investment that you need. It's taking a really detailed look at their situation, and maybe they are in a lot better position than they thought they were, and we can be a little bit more conservative in retirement, or maybe they need to work a couple more years or spend a little bit less. It's looking at that entire view and then putting the portfolio together that truly fits them.
Right.
And so that's where I get my passion and my joy out of what I do for people.
And I'm glad you touched on that, because it's more than just business and numbers and crunching those numbers. When you're taking a look at the whole financial plan for someone, you're building a relationship with them. You're talking about goals and life and everything else with them. And so it's important that they trust you, and that's very important to you to build relationships with people.
That's huge with me. When it comes to handling one of the biggest parts of someone's life, which is their money, that relationship needs to be there. And something that is unique to Edward Jones that's different from a lot of other people in our industry is we do locate individual offices in smaller communities that allow us to be more convenient to our clients, and also allow us, you know, we're right here on Highway 119.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much easier to develop a strong relationship with a client than if we had more of the corporate office on 280 or downtown.
Absolutely.
Where you don't see and interact with your clients quite as much. So
absolutely,
where we are locally and being convenient to our clients means a lot to me, and it just allows those relationships to go a lot deeper.
And I think that is awesome. You guys offer so many different aspects of the financial world for your clients, and you do take the time to get to know them, to build that trust and those relationships with them, and that goes a long way. But we really appreciate you sitting down and talking with us today. Guys, give the office a call. John and Sandra is she's at the front desk, right? And she is wonderful, and they can help you with anything that you have. Give them a call and start getting your finances in order for 2018.
Our on-stage business of the month is Interstellar Ginger Beer and Exploration Company, and I'm here with the Ginger Meister right here himself, and we're going to talk all this great stuff you got going on here.
Absolutely, we are.
So tell us how you got started in this, in the craft beer industry.
Right, so I'm a microbiologist, and while I was getting my graduate degree at UAB under the tutorship of Dr. David Bedwell, I was working in a yeast lab, right? And so I'm doing yeast experiments all the time. And I'm thinking, hey, I drink beer, why don't I make my own beer? So I started doing that, and I started getting better and better at it as the years went by. And then at some point got committed to doing beer for a commercial venture, for a business, right? And then I stumbled upon ginger beer, and then I was hooked. I knew it would work, and I knew that I could bring it to a commercial market.
Yeah.
So it was just figuring out how to do that.
Now, Shane, you have a partner, Daniel?
Yes, I do.
And how did you guys meet and get started together?
So Daniel Simpson and I have known each other for years. We've been good friends back in the day. We met at Philosophy Club, Birmingham Philosophy Club, where we're talking all kinds of different types of philosophies and ways of living and things like that.
Yeah.
And over the years, he just became more and more of a resource and a better friend. And when I knew I was going to start this business, I knew that he was in title work, so title research. So if you wanted to buy a house, he would do the title research for your title company, basically.
Yeah.
And so I asked him, hey man, do you know where I can get a nice foreclosed commercial business or something like that, like space? And he was like, yeah, I don't know about that, man. Those get snapped up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But what are you interested in? You know, like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. And so I told him about the ginger beer idea, and he was like, okay, well, I'd like to try it. I might want to invest with you. He tried it. Loved it. He's not even much of a drinker. Before he met ginger beer, he never drank any wine, liquor, or beer.
Really?
Yeah, he just didn't like the taste.
So tell us, what's the secret behind ginger beer?
Ginger is very simple, because when I was brewing regular beer, malt beer, I kept my recipes very simple. 1, maybe 2 malts and a hop, right? Mm-hmm. And that was what I did. So ginger, and most of our recipes are just ginger and maybe a citrus, sugar, water, yeast. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and so how many different ones do you have?
Well, currently we have 8 different ginger beers. However, I have 9 different recipes that we've made and that we have released to the public.
I gotcha. So let's try some.
Sure. Okay.
Tell me what we
so
got
we're
going
going to
on
start with First Contact.
Okay.
First Contact is our flagship ginger beer.
Okay.
It is made with water, lemon, ginger, and yeast. It's very simple.
That tastes nothing like I expected it to
There
taste.
you go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, like I told you when I came in, I'm not real big on beer, so
Yeah.
this is really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Our beer is for the masses.
Yeah.
For everyone can
Yeah.
enjoy our beer, I think. So that's First Contact. Space Mule is more like a Moscow Mule.
Okay.
So it's got a more spicy bite, and it also has lime in it.
Oh, yeah. I taste the spice and the lime.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, and then I've got Sunspot here. This one glows in the dark. So actually,
you guys
under
are
black light,
famous
it'll
for
glow.
that here, right? You
Allegedly, yeah. Apparently, people have heard about us from all over the Southwest and
Yeah.
are coming down here to visit our brewery.
Is this the only
to
one
check
that
that
glows?
out. No, I have another one, but not on this tray. That is called Blue Nebula Ginger Tonic, which is our play on a gin and tonic, and it glows blue.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes it glow?
Well, we can't tell you or the aliens would take you
Okay.
away, but I can
Please
say
don't.
that everything is generally regarded as safe.
Okay. That's the big thing. It's safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this beer right here is called Ginger Colada. It is our take on a pina colada with a little bit of a ginger bit of a bite to it.
Okay, that's my favorite so far.
Yeah, that is our biggest seller, and people go crazy for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's really good. And Philip's enjoying these also.
Right.
Our producer.
Right. And this one right here is called Alabama Quadruped.
Okay.
Now, it's our newest beer. It's a only small batch. We only have 10 gallons of it, but it's made with all Alabama ingredients. So
Oh, I
the
love
water
that.
from here, obviously, Alabaster. The ginger we got from Madison County. We found the only ginger supplier in the state, most likely.
Really?
If you know of other ones, please
Yeah.
tell them to call us. And then we also got sugarcane syrup from Todd Farms in Dothan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all that's in that beer, and it came out tasting like a Belgian quadruple.
Yeah.
And but it's all Alabama.
That's great.
So we call it Alabama
Homegrown.
quadruped.
Homegrown.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, because you might at 6.9% alcohol by volume, you might crawl out of here when you're done. You know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, you guys are open just certain hours of the day, and what kind of events do you have going on?
Sure. So we're open Tuesday through Sunday.
Okay.
And weekdays we're open 4 till 10 p.m. on Tuesday through Friday. And 4 to 6 are happy hours, so we take $1 off all beers. So make sure you come in then.
Okay.
And then on the weekends, Saturday we're open at 11 a.m. till midnight, and Friday we're open at 4 p.m. till midnight.
Okay.
As well. And Sunday we're open as well from noon till 8 p.m.
Now, tell me what your vision for the future.
All right, so the future holds for Interstellar is just to keep on clawing, keep on working real hard to expand our presence, to get more and more taps, and bottles soon. In a couple months, we'll be in bottles. We'll have First Contact in bottles.
I've seen where you have open mic nights. Tell us about those and the other events.
Right on. So during weekdays, we do have events. So Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, where we have Cabrone's Taco Truck, which is an Alabaster food truck.
Fun.
Come out here every Tuesday around 5 o'clock, and they make awesome tacos, $2 tacos. And then Wednesday, we have what we call Rave Wednesdays, where all our glowing beers are $4. Right? And then Thursdays, we have an open mic night where we invite musicians and storytellers and comedians to come down here and do their original material only.
Okay, and finally, you're a little bit off the beaten path, but right here in Alabaster, so tell people how to get here.
Okay, how you get here? You get off on I-65 exit 234. Then you wrap around the interstate, go north on Highway 87, a mile and a half down the road, take a left on Regency Park Drive, and the second to last building on the right is Interstellar Ginger Beer. Come in. We've got a big red sign on the side of the building. You can't miss us.
All right, guys, come check them out. It's a great place.